Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Season 8 play of the Endzone Edifiers. Season 8 in, of course, the Twitch Blood Bowl League. We have a problem. Right now, that problem is in the form of one of our ghouls. The Marquis de Coruscant is unfortunately injured in the last game because I didn't protect him well enough. My fault. Totally my bad. But because of that, he has an armor value of only 6. Ghouls usually have a 7. I've been told mathematically that this is going to make him basically... It's going to be a coin flip whether or not he gets injury or possibly even death. So we don't want that. So if he's going to die anyway, I'd prefer that my opponent does not get SPP for that. So in that case, let's just take him off the list here. I would love to save our money, but it's not worth it. Let's not feed the enemy teams if we can all avoid it, right? So, sad to say, he does have SPP, but, I mean, it's possible maybe if he levels up, he could increase AV. I don't actually think that's a thing. I think you can increase strength and agility, but I don't think you can actually increase your armor value. So, I think there's just no way he recovers from this. We kill him. We take him out. Sorry, man, but you're gone now. The Marquis de Coruscant, and we'll say this as, a last piece just before we say goodbye to him forever. So he was known as, he was a French mathematician, philosopher, and political thinker. Basically, he came up with the election method of selecting the candidate based on pairings in 2 parties. So, his fault. That's kind of unfair. It's not really his fault. He definitely looks worse for wear, being a ghoul and all. We're gonna get rid of him. Goodbye. Yeah, goodbye. Sorry, man. So he's gone. We can take his number back, the number 10. We are totally gonna take another ghoul, and we are of course going to name him. Limb Muncher is just not cool enough, I'm afraid. We're gonna go straight up with Jean-Francois Champelot. He was a philologist, Orientalist, widely known for deciphering the Rosetta Stone. He obviously looks a little bit less for wear. He's not nearly as intelligent as he used to be, but you know what? We're not looking for intelligence here on the fields of Blood Bowl. We are looking for an armor value higher than 6, which he totally fits the bill for. So it's going to cost us, unfortunately, but that's just how it goes. So, okay. Now we only have 20k in the bank. That's most unfortunate, but you know what? We need these ghouls. We absolutely need 2 ghouls. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm the purchase there. Everyone else is fine. Recruitment is done. He took in... Okay, actually... Yeah, he did take in the number 10 slot. Okay, good. Alright. So, who are we fighting today? Today... I have no idea, actually. Let's go look. We are playing in a league. We are fighting against the Bandle City Brusiers. Okay. Well, we fought a couple of rats last game. They're definitely a problem. Let's look at the team roster here. So, of course, they have the Rat Ogre. It's going to be a problem. Fortunately, it looks like one of their players is injured, which is great, which means he's not going to be able to play this game. Yep, he misses this game. Okay, that's actually fantastic for me anyway. It's bad for him. It does mean he's going to get an inducement, and I don't know what that's going to mean in this case. We have a Gutter Runner. Of course, he had... Oh, that was a good roll for an upgrade. That guy got a bonus agility. So he's going to be really hard to pin down. And that's a Gutter Runner? Oh, yeah. The Gutter Runner is going to be super dangerous. Remember, the Storm Vermin have block. And we have a Lineman, looks like also leveled up to get Wrestle. Okay. That's also going to be interesting. Most of our guys... None of our guys leveled up last game. So, Lineman with Wrestle. Of course, the Storm Vermin will start with block. The Rat Ogre has no SPP. So, yeah, it looks like the only guys with SPP would be the Gunner Runner here. Gunner Runner here with 1. So, it looks like he got an injury last game. And then, of course, this guy got a ton of points. Alright, so this is definitely going to be a coach to be wary of. He knows how to use his rats to their advantage. So we can't expect to be able to pin them down very easily, but as undead, we can't move very fast. What we got to do is hang back and try to do what we can. So, alright. This should be a very interesting game. Obviously, he's offline now. The game doesn't start for like half hour for me. For a few guys, it's going to be like half a minute. So thank you guys again for watching, and I'll be right back. And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We don't get any inducements. They do, but it doesn't look like he has very much in the way of petty cash, so he might not be able to afford... Well, okay, he afforded a journeyman. That makes sense because you have to have 11 players, and he needs an 11th player. So, affording is probably the wrong word. He got gifted a journeyman because he's down a player. Makes sense. You want to make sure that, you know, the game's even. So I'm totally okay with that. I have no idea what the journeyman is. Probably just another random rat, right? It's probably not going to be like a linesman or anything. We can afford, holy shit, 100k worth of shit. Yeah. I mean, do we go for the extra reroll? That would use up all of our 100k. Could do the bribe. We're not going to be doing too much fouling. We can't afford a halfling chief. Okay, Igor can use 1 per match to reroll a failed regeneration roll for a player. That's tempting. We can't afford any of the star players. That's fair. Well, we can afford him. I already have 11 players, though, so I'm not sure it's actually worth it. The mercs probably aren't worth it. I'm going to totally do Bloodwiser Babe. Or, no. I'm going to do the reroll. I'm going to do the reroll. The wizard could be good, but it's too much. Yeah, the reroll could save us something here, so I'm going to do it. Reroll time, boys. Let's do it. That's more inducement than I thought we were going to get. 100k, holy shit. I think it's the SPP in his team. Probably why. I think that's a good guess. Alright. So here we go. Up against rats. Rats are a problem, also known as Skaven, of course. Very, very fast. Very, very nimble. And the gutter runners... Oh, okay, we have another home game. I'm totally okay with that. The gutter runners are a real problem. The rat ogre, you have to be careful getting around him because his tail can sweep you off your feet. So that's going to be a problem. But, you know, being aware of the problems is good. Now, again, we have 2 big guys to their 1, so that could be good for us. Right, so, I mean, it's really hard with Skavens to be able to tell any of these guys apart. That's why I like the undead, is it's really super easy because they're all different types. I mean, the rat ogre is, of course, the same anywhere, but, like, visually it's very hard for me to distinguish between the gutter runners. I guess those are the guys with the masks, right? I guess that makes sense. Alright, so the guys with the mask would be our first target. If we can hit them at all, we should totally try to pound them into the ground. I will totally receive the ball first time every time if I can. If I can try to score, I absolutely will. I'm going to swap out... Yeah, Jean de Ronde over here with him. Oh, I need to move you over. Alright. Oh, no, that's right. He always gets to... I totally forget the defense gets to move first. No, that makes total sense. I'd be really surprised if he keeps his rat ogre there. In the middle. I mean, I guess that kind of works. Okay, let's take a look at his guys. You got some linesmen here with some very basic agility. So I don't think I need to worry too much about these guys. These guys also have... He has a... Oh, that's the journeyman. That's totally the journeyman with the loner trait, right? Yeah, that's probably it. So that's his fill-in character. So loner means he uses his own rerolls. Oh, that's an interesting order there. Kind of stacking the front. Okay, so now it's not my turn yet. There we go. That's my turn to set up. Alright, let's do this. So I want to flip a ghoul over here. I need to do that. That's what I need to do. Okay, so we move the whites up, maybe? Because I really want to block out here. So we got our skeletons on the sides. At least one skeleton on the side. I think that ghoul is actually too far over, so I'm going to try to answer his call here, basically. Kind of give me a scoop here. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to try to fake him out. We're going to try to go, like, in here. We're going to put the mummies on the edges. And make it so that zombies on the edges. I want to swap out, like, this zombie and this skeleton. We're going to try to fake him out and make him think we're doing the same thing he's doing. We'll focus down the middle. Actually, what we want to do is focus on the edges. That's why the mummies are on the edges, to try to help maybe get a cage going there. All right. I don't like acronyms, so I'm just going to go ahead and type that in, and then we'll go ahead and jump in here. The zombie's probably not the greatest idea. Let's move the zombie maybe up here. Yeah, there we go. All right, he's going to kick the ball. Let's see where he goes. Kicking teams coach Mir reorganize his players. All right. Where's the ball going to land, though? Okay, all the way over there. That's unfortunate. Means basically the line of scrimmage is where all the fun's going to be. Okay, he's trying to spread out his players a little bit more. Interesting. He's trying to gang up on the left side mummy, which makes sense because the ball's over on the left side. Left side for me, right side for him, obviously. Okay. He's definitely ganging up on the left side there. I mean, as a Skaven, you can totally do that and not feel like you're overcommitting, because you can jump over to the other side of the field like really easy. But it does mean that it basically forces us to try to either punch through that defense, which sounds stupid, or work our way over to the right, which is going to be difficult. Either way, we're not going to have too much... We're not going to have very much of a chance here to score, but we're going to try. We're going to try. I mean, set up a cage is really our best bet here, and that's what we're going to do. So, we're going to go ahead and pick up this ball. Now, he can get to us. He can totally get to us, make no mistake. He can cross the field no problem if he's allowed. So I'm going to go towards the middle again. Makes it slightly unlikely to get to us. He might still be able to get to us, though. I could throw the ball, and in fact, I should have done that earlier. Right now, it would result in a turnover because there's no chance. Yeah, so don't even worry about it. Okay, let's bash these guys. Bash and mark is basically what we want to do here. So I want to mark these two players. Come in right over here. The ghoul is not a good marker. We found that out last game, and when our ghoul got totally stomped. Totally my fault. Trying to make these guys actually, work for a living here. Now I want to move my guy in like right here, but I can't do that with this player here. So I'm going to move my mummy here and bash you. Think he has dodge? He does not have dodge. I'm totally going to follow you. That wasn't great, but makes it so I can... not a great bash there either. Suppose I move you up? Might as well move you up, right? The more players we mark, the better we are. Or the better off we are. There we go. That's the 2 die I want. That is not great. We do have an extra reroll. I don't want to use it if we don't have to. Okay, now when I get in here, and I can smash you, but it's only 1 die, because you're lending some strength. I suppose that makes sense. So the zombie, I kind of want to get up here. Can he actually make it? He totally can. Sometimes the game will try to fool you, but this one actually let us know. I mean, zombies are made to get smashed, so I'm totally okay with him standing right next to the ogre. And in fact, we're going to mark this ogre all to hell here, because we're going to need to smash him with our big guy, and the only way we do that, I think, is if we blitz here and blitz against this guy. Now, we're not going to be able to smack the ogre this turn, but we'll totally be able to do it next turn, and I'm okay with that. So, punt him over next to the white and follow. Oh, very good. Yeah, nice, 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 nice. Okay, so he's down 1 guy already. I love it when that happens on the first turn. Doesn't always, but it's a nice surprise when it does. Alright, and you come right up here and mark this guy. The ghoul we're going to keep on the side, and we're actually going to start up on our cage here, because that's where we want to put our other ghoul. This white, I kind of want to put him here, but I think in terms of caging, it'd be better if he's over on this side. So we're going to run down... let's see. I mean, trying to make this not too obvious, but I think we're going to have to totally make it obvious. So I think instead we just go with the white here, or with the ghoul. We just stand with him. And try to protect him as much as possible. Just lend some strength. Now he's going to still be able to blitz us, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Alright, let's see what he does. He's got to stand up his guy first. If he blitzes there, it seems unlikely. The mummy right there makes it unlikely for a blitz. So the mummy is incredibly marked right now. Trying to get the ball carrier is most likely what he's going to try to do because we're right next to the goal line, basically. Touchdown zone is what I was going to call it. That doesn't make any sense. End zone is what it's called in the real world. All right. Yeah, mark the white. I suppose that makes sense. All right. Yeah, mark the zombie, sure. For some reason he doesn't want to do that. You can totally do that, man. So these guys with the mask, these are the guys we want to take out. Storm Vermin are the ones with block. Okay, so not the ones we want to take out. We want to take out the gutter runners, which are these guys. These are the guys we want to take out. The guy right next to this white is also a gutter runner. So it looks like he spread his gutter runners out. If we can knock them out before they get the ball. Oh, waiting for servers is not a good sign. Are we having problems connecting? My internet's been okay all day, man. What the hell? Although, you know, as they say, past performance is not an indication of future results. Connection interrupted. Oh, that could be bad. I didn't touch anything, I swear. Oh, man, if my internet suddenly went out, I'll be so mad. Did my internet go out? I guess the only way for me to test that... What is me? Okay, you're going to hear my chair squeak here. I'm going to get up and look at my tablet here. Because my tablet does not have a data plan. It only works on Wi-Fi. So if my tablet can't connect to the world, that's usually a bad, bad sign. So let's see what happens if I try to go to a website as it tries to connect here. So far, so good. Yeah, I'm actually totally connected to the internet. I chose like 3 random websites and all the tabs loaded. So it's not me. Well, at least it's not my internet connection directly. It could be something related to the Blood Bowl servers. It could be our opponent. It would be a very weird place for him to decide to rage quit, right? Unless you really like the player we KO'd, but that seems really unlikely. So no, I don't think we can blame it on the player. I think the connection just decided to drop. Oh, that's most unfortunate. I really wanted to play today. I really wanted to do this. Well, I mean, we can always do a rematch, I guess. If we need to. We'll time out in 4.5 minutes, though. Really, on turn 1, it just seems absurd that that's going to be a thing. I wonder if he's, like, moving stuff on his side. That'd be hilarious to just suddenly, you know, get reconnected and then, you know, like, half the board's been wiped because all the rolls went in his favor or something. It could happen. It could totally happen. It's unlikely, but it could happen. Alright, so assuming it does reconnect, what do we want to do here? I mean, marking the big guy with our big guy, not a terrible idea. I think maybe I should have put the 2 mummies, like, should maybe trade these 2 guys out. Maybe that would have been a smarter idea. Though the mummy here is definitely going to cause some logistical problems for moving these guys around, possibly. Definitely going to make it harder to knock down the Skelly. Should have moved the Skelly up 1, but I didn't think about that, so that's my bad. Because I need to be marking these 2 players. So, yeah, that was my mistake there. But, I mean, I'm already analyzing for mistakes here, just looking for ways he can get around me. He can totally move these 2 guys, no problem. They're not even going to approach the tackle zones. They can totally get to my goal. That's why I put the white down there, to hopefully. So they could blitz my goal. Yeah, actually blitzing my goal would actually be a thing. Okay, there we go. Turns back. Let our turn back. Or we got the connection back anyway. Okay, I was worried, but we didn't need to worry. He totally reconnected. Alright, so maybe he's having internet problems. It'd be hilarious, or actually... I don't know if that's hilarious is the word we want. Okay, he's totally going to mark a white here. I was going to say it's going to be kind of hilarious if he's in a disaster zone and decides to play Blood Bowl, you know, but I don't think that's actually the case. Okay, so he's going to blitz our ghoul. It's only a push. I'm totally okay with that. He didn't use a reroll. I might have in this case because the ball is dangerous. And then he moved. Well, that makes it difficult for our ghoul to get away, but not impossible. We do have dodge. And we do have a decent agility score. I'm totally willing to burn a reroll if it means that our ghoul gets to escape with the ball. Alright, yeah, push my ghoul. Okay, yeah, bash him. I feel like it. It's an injury, but we have regeneration, so I'm not actually too worried. No long-term effect. Not even a big deal. Regeneration did not work. I'm actually kind of surprised. Okay, so that's a guy off the field on either side. Only a push for the mummy. Not too bad. Oh, with Frenzy, he's going to be able to push me again. Okay, that's a problem. And Frenzy again. Yeah, okay, that can get you some trouble, though. Okay, yeah, push me around. Frenzy can definitely move you out of position more than you expect. I like it. I like Frenzy on my units whenever I can get it, but it's also unlikely to be gotten here. We could actually go right down the middle. I mean, he clearly sees a cage being built there and try to interfere with it, which is fair. Alright, so what do? We stand up our mummy, right? Do we want to blitz our mummy? Is that going to try like a thing? No, it's a bad idea. Do not blitz with the mummy. Alright, so just stand him up. It's fine. Alright, then we stand up our white. Do we want to move or blitz with our white? I don't know if we could... No, because we need the blitz for other things, I think. We need to get the ghoul out of there. The best way to get the ghoul out of there is to have a blitz available, I think. So what we're going to do is just stand up. Can you knock this guy around? That seems unlikely. Alright. I think we are going to try to stick to my original plan here. That might bite me in the ass, but I think we'll be okay. It's only a... There we go. That's double dice there. Yeah, if I can move this zombie over to try to shore up our cage, that's not too bad. I'll take it. Yeah, push you that way. Follow, so we're still marking this guy. I like the armor breaks, but I think that's only a KO. No, sorry, only a stun is what I meant to say. That's alright. Stun's still okay. Then we want to try to cage up over here. So the ghoul's in a bad place, but I don't know where else to put him. The ghoul on this side right there, this ghoul. Jean-Francois. Our new ghoul, basically. The skeleton could move in here for a blitz. Maybe blitz like this guy? It's not a great blitz, though. Really, we want to kind of just mark this guy. So really, we need to get the ghoul away. We need to get the ghoul over here. It's a 60% dodge, plus a lot of going for it. And if we go down this way, it's 2 dodges, which I don't like doing. Oh, we could just pass the ball to the white. Yeah, that's a good... Yeah, we'll do that. Pass the ball to the white. Oh no, you shitting me right now. Catch the ball, okay? There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Caught the ball. It's a going for it roll. I don't like that. So you're going to go right next to the zombie over there. Okay, that's good. Then you're going to come in here and blitz this guy. Yeah, because if that works, then you mark him. So yeah, go ahead and blitz this guy. I mean, marking is not a perfect thing, but he'd be marked twice, basically. Oh, that's beautiful. Alright. You absolutely follow that. Okay. Not as good as I was hoping, but still pretty good. Then I think we shore up our defenses here. I mean, if you can pass it to this ghoul, that'd be great. Next turn. It's totally possible with him right next to it. It's totally doable. Zombies all alone, which I don't like, but that's okay. That's a good roll. I'll take it. Go ahead and knock you over there. Follow you. Oh, yeah. Mighty Blow with an injury. Nice. Get that SPP. He might have an apothecary, and he does, but he's going to choose not to use it, looks like. No, he did not use it. Alright, using that would be stupid. Don't do that. Dodging would also be stupid. I think you just stand right there and be a stone. I think that was a pretty good turn for us. Let's see how he turns it around. He could totally tackle our white. We did try to shore him up, but he's not inside of a cage. He should really be where the ghoul is. Where Jean-Francois should be. Unfortunately, Anaxagoras I'm sorry, but you're in a bad spot. If we can actually score with him, and we could. We could. Okay, I knocked the mummy around. I'm okay with that. We have regen. Oh, armor break, though. Oh, wow. 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 Okay. Yeah, just wow. I don't even know what to say there. Necromancer's not going to be able to do anything with that, unfortunately. Nice shot. Took out one of my mummies. Can't even... Yeah, I don't even know what to say there. He just wiped him out. Okay, so he marked my white. That's probably setting up for a tackle. He's going to mark him again, set him up for a tackle zone. I mean, that makes sense. Is he actually going to tackle here? Seems unlikely he wouldn't. I think he's just going to try to block me off from moving. Oh, there we go. There's the tackle. Okay. Yeah, I guess mark me twice and then try to move in for the bump. I suppose that makes sense. You can totally do it here. Stop me from moving the ball if all possible. Okay, the ball goes over there. Our ghoul, unfortunately, is not in a good spot to pick it up. Neither of our ghouls. We could dodge away, but it's going to be a tricky dodge. Not to mention, he's probably going to grab it here. Yeah, here we go. With a gunner runner, no less. But, is he going to be able to move away? He totally is. Alright, so just a matter of whether or not we can get anyone to tackle him. It's going to be a tricky ask there. That's a both down, but he has block. Okay. Dodge away, and then he's going to try to protect his ball carrier. Makes sense. Well, one of our mummies is down. That's going to be tough to recover from. We don't really have the cash to be able to pull that off. Mummies are expensive. And unfortunately, our necromancer seems to be asleep on the job. So we can't do too much with that. We might be able to... I don't know. I don't know what we could do. I mean, basically that means we'd have to call in a star player to fill in the ranks, or a journeyman for next game. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. No question. Okay, so I want to bash this guy around. He didn't pick this guy. Oh, right, because he was KO'd. Or stunned, rather. Okay, so knock him away. Right. Yeah. Knock him away. I'm wondering how to make this work. I think what we do instead is we tackle you. It's only a push, but I only need a push. So I basically just want to get you away from the Skelly. The Skelly is going to be the one to do the actual tackle, and he can totally do it. 2 die is good enough. That is a both down. But he doesn't have dodge. So I'm kind of okay with this. Yeah, do it. Both down. Unfortunately, our skeleton got KO'd there. So he's going to be able to pick up the ball. Oh, that was a bad idea. Stun the other guy, but unfortunately his other gun runner is there. Now, unfortunately, we do have a zombie there, but we didn't pick up our white, so we're all kinds of in a bad way here. That might have been a bad play. Okay, he's gonna try to surround the ball. So he's gonna have to move our zombie out of the way. That's totally easy to do. Anyone with half a brain can do it. Could even knock him into the ball if you wanted to, but that's not even really a question. Okay, so he didn't get knocked down, the zombie, but we can totally tackle him again if you wanted to. I mean, dude, you just gotta push him. There you go. And then I think any of his players should be able to pick up the ball no problem, right? I mean, he still has his blitz left. He could totally blitz the zombie and try to knock him down. Or he could just mark him and make sure that he doesn't pick up the ball. That's also reasonable. There's the blitz. Yeah, trying to move him away from the ball makes sense. That'll make the ball surrounded by his players. No matter what the result of this is, whether it's just a push or it's a tackle. Okay, it's actually like a full-on push down. There he goes. And then the ghoul gets hurt, unfortunately. But, oh no, he's actually going to dodge away from the ghoul. And there's the pickup with alignment. Okay. Well, the white could get up and blitz him if he doesn't get a chance to move. Okay, there we go. The dodge worked. He's choosing whether or not to use his dodge skill, but I think you absolutely do it in that case. Yeah, that's going to be a tough cage to get past, to be sure. Still have a ghoul down here. Oh, no. Okay, you got to re-roll that, right? Because otherwise he's like a sitting duck there. So yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to re-roll it, and he totally made it. Now the question is, did he actually move into a good spot for my mummy to tackle him? It's rare, but it could happen. So I think we do with the Rat Org is you try to build up on that SPP, and you basically bash the strongest player there. Absolutely. And if you can Frenzy and hit the Ghoul too, that'd be great. But it looks like he elected not to do that. Or maybe Frenzy did kick in. Frenzy is a dice roll. I forget what the dice roll is. Okay, so he's going to try to get away there. If he dodges away, that's great, because then my mummy can try to tackle the linesman there. Basically, we're going to be fighting over that side of the ball. Okay, he's decided not to do that, which seems fair. The mummy being able to dodge away seems super unlikely, right? Doesn't seem likely at all. So, do it. We stand you guys up. And I think we only stand you up. Blitzing here, probably not the greatest idea in the world. We could try to tackle and get some good stuff going on here, but it's going to be tough. What I really want to do is knock you down, and then can I actually... I could theoretically blitz this guy, so... I mean, it's going to be tough to do, but I think we try for it. Alright, this guy tackling here would be bad. This guy tackling here would also be bad. Yeah, unfortunately, that mummy death, actually, is going to be really rough. Alright, here's only a 1 die. But this guy has a better chance of getting away, I think. Theoretically. That could happen. Alright, well, tell you what, we'll do this. Bash you. It's a good bash. You go that way. You follow. Not an armor break, but that's okay. Do that. I didn't want to think about it too hard. If we have to reroll, then we reroll, but I really... Yeah, that's a risk. Okay. I'm going to reroll it, because it's important. He's the ball carrier. We're using a lot of our roll. Oh, man. Both times. Both times. It was a risk. Going for it and tackling is a risk. When it rains, it pours. You're absolutely right, Sukari. Alright, so then I think he can have a free and clear run here. Yeah, that's totally a free and clear run. It's possible our ghoul might be able to escape, but not if he blocks him off, not if he's really good at this. And there's no reason not to be totally safe here. And yeah, tackle him for the extra surety there. The dodge does make sure that he doesn't get tackled, at least not flat on his back. But the push away is going to make it difficult for me to get over there. I think that's actually just outside my range. He does also still have a blitz. And if he frees this guy up, then he can totally blitz with that guy. Alright, we're getting KO'd. Okay, that's not too bad. Means we're down another player, unfortunately. These injury rolls are nuts. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I'm kind of surprised he's not blitzing here. I mean, he's only a ghoul. You could totally blitz with pretty much anybody on your team. Okay, it's only a push. Okay with that. Come on, push me over. It's kind of a weird decision to push me there, because that just basically gangs me up on your ogre. I would love to take down the ogre, but that seems unlikely right now. Oh, that is super, super lucky for me. But that one, not so much. Yeah, the frenzy, and then, of course, ghouls don't have too much in the way of armor. Or too much in the way of, anything. Okay, it's only a stun. It's only a stun. Jean-Francois, in his first game, gets knocked on his ass. Nobody's surprised, I think. So the thing is... Oh, that's where you're going to use your blitz, huh? That would not have been my choice, but okay. I think he might actually... Did he totally reconsider that? He totally reconsidered that. Oh, he probably wants to make sure that this guy's marked so that you have a better chance. Yeah, there you go. Okay. The mummy's free and clear for whatever good that does me. Not actually sure that does me any good. Another armor break. Another KO. Okay. We have a chance to make that not so bad, but it's so hard to tell. That depends on the next kickoff, which might actually be the next turn. Okay, so I think we gotta try this. It's crazy. We have a hell of a lot of dodges to go through, not to mention it's a going for it roll. But what else do we do? I mean, try to do injuries as much as possible, sure. Most of our guys are down on the ground, though, so that's kind of difficult. Marking these guys, okay. And we get a zombie have SPP, I'm okay with that, but... Alright, so just stand up and coming over here. Coming over here. It's a going for it roll. I don't want to do that again. Alright, let's come over here. Our zombie might be able to tackle this guy now. No, still bad. Not a whole lot of good options here. This guy already moved, so yeah, he doesn't actually get to tackle. None of these guys have a good push. I mean, I could do this. It's a 1 die. If he gets knocked down, whatever. But he didn't. Follow that, please. Oh, another armor break. Oh, yeah, there we go, an injury. Okay, so we lucked out. We got some SPP. Okay. A niggling injury, too. I hope he used the apothecary. Okay, join. No casualty. Okay, that was a much better use of the apothecary. He leveled up, which is great. Okay, now I'm just asking for a miracle, and I know it's asking for a miracle. There's no way this isn't asking for a miracle. But what we're gonna do the crazy move. We're gonna do it. We have 2 rerolls, and I hate to do it, but I'm gonna try for it. The dodge did not work, and we don't even get to reroll for it. So I think he just... So if I were him, I would stay right there. I wouldn't even go for the score yet, because it's possible I could score in 3 turns, and he doesn't want to risk that. There's no chance of my ghoul getting over to him, so he can just sit on the end zone and wait and make it so that I can't score this round. Yeah, absolutely move forward 1 just to make sure. But otherwise, man, looking at our side of the field, 3 knockouts, 2 injuries. Looking at his side of the field, 1 knockout, 1 injury. I mean, 1 guy in reserve, so that kind of sort of counts. But yeah, unfortunately, we've got a lot less players on the field than he does. Here I thought, as a bash team, we'd be able to totally wreck these guys, but that does not appear to be the case. Now, I think what we do is we focus down these next 3 turns. We don't worry about the score. The score is going to be 0-1. Whatever. Fine. The big deal is making it so that we get all the SPP we possibly can. And that's going to mean as many injuries as we can. He's going to go for a 2 here. Oh, went wild animal on him, though, so that's good. That'll stop him from attacking us for this turn anyway. Maybe even next turn, because he'll totally refuse to do anything. Yeah, so I think we just go for all the injury rolls we possibly can. Okay, he's going to mark my Skelly, and then probably try to tackle him with the other linesman over there. Or with the Blitzer. That totally makes sense too. Okay. Good rolls. Another freaking armor break. Holy schmoly, man. It's crazy. It's only a stun, but still, a lot of armor breaks. Okay, well, the mummy's in a good spot to start laying down the beatdown and work his way to the ogre. So I think we try to do that. Okay, he's going to try to bash our zombie. Zombies are made to be bashed, whatever. You can try to bash my zombie all you like. That's what he's made for. He moves away, probably to try to see if they can surround this guy and get an injury on him. They might try to foul him. They're definitely trying to keep him where he is. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to do that, but that seems unlikely at this time. Go and stand up. We'll stand up our other guy over here. If he survives, that'd be great, but I don't know, don't count on it. Still 2 red die, huh? Okay. Moving over here would be dangerous otherwise. Would love to get my big guy over here. I could blitz this guy. It means going through at least one tackle zone, unfortunately. That's a horrible idea. Can I go like here, here, and then here? That's still a 17% dodge because mummies don't have a great dodge. Suppose I can just bash at this guy. Get next to the guy and then next turn worry about the ogre. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Because that's our guy that's causing our problem right now with the whole tackle zone. Both down again. He does have a block, so he's not actually going to be both down. You know what? We're done with this half anyway. I want to reroll it. That's better. Yeah, push him that way. Absolutely follow. Not an injury, unfortunately. I was hoping he'd actually still be up so we can move this guy, but that's still 2 red die. No, I think only the mummy can do it at this point. Okay, now the question is, can I get my ghoul like into a spot where I can maybe do some danger work? It seems unlikely, but I think we have to risk it. So we're going to do it. It's probably not going to work. Yeah, it did not work. But he got a little farther down the field. Unfortunately, he's stunned, so he's pretty much out of it for this half. That was worth a shot. It'd be hilarious if we're actually able to stop him on turn 8. Just by slowly working our way over. On turn 8, we get to control Jean Laurent again. So it could happen. It's unlikely, but it could happen. So now it's totally his turn, so... I don't know. If I were him, I'd still hold on to the ball as long as I possibly can. It seems unlikely I'd be able to do a turn 1 touchdown. But I guess anything's possible. Okay, so we actually made our first dodge. That's good to know. But yeah, it's the second dodge that totally wrecked us. Okay. Okay, he's going to mark the white. Which makes sense. Then the white has to bash them around a little bit if we want to do anything to the ogre. And I totally want to wreck this ogre's day if we can. Might not be possible, but I want to try. I mean, wrecking my ghouls is not a bad idea either. The ghouls are spindly. Makes them harder to injure, but they don't have regeneration, so... You hurt both my ghoul and my mummy. It's gonna make life, like, super difficult for me in later games. Looks like Wild Beast got taken off the ogre. If I were him, what would I do? I would maybe bash the mummy. Yeah, there he goes. He's totally bashing the mummy. As a push away, don't follow. Oh, he totally followed because he had to. And then another push. He's way out of alignment now with the other guys. We might be able to make this work to our advantage. Okay, that's a blitz trying to push the white away. Alright, there you go. Good bash, good bash. Another one like that, or another 2 like that, and he's going to be able to push him off the field. That could be really bad. Okay. I mean, all we really need to do is, like, stand up a couple of our guys, and we might be able to bash down the ogre here. Assuming we can actually... Well, we can use a blitz on, like... Use a blitz on the zombie, maybe? Maybe. Okay, he left my ghoul alone. I mean, do you just go and score now? He's thinking about it. It's definitely a thought. He's going to try to move over to the other side. That's not going to help you from the ghoul, man. Once the ghoul stands up, you're pretty much over. Assuming I can get to you, and I don't even need to dodge anymore. Now, he might think he can get away from the dodging, and that's totally viable, I think. Okay, I think you... Oh, that's going to be a difficult move. That's 2 red die. Could move you over... Okay, so you just need to stand up. Can I blitz with you now? That is a 1 die. I don't love it. Basically, I want to move to this position, but I don't think... I want to move somewhere around this ogre, but I don't think I can do it. If I actually tackle with you, I only have 1 die. See, I really want that 2nd die. I could maybe get, like, over here, but that's not a very good dodge chance for me. Then we get like over here. That's also not a good dodge chance for me. So no, we got to take a lot of one-die moves here. I don't love it, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, push. Push that way, and you are going to follow. Try to break these things up a little bit here. Move over here. You're gonna blitz. You're going to follow. That was actually probably a bad push to him, actually. I probably shouldn't have pushed him there. Okay. So you've already blitzed. So now we can all we can do is stand up. We might be able to move. That's not a good dodge. We are not good with agility. Don't even think about it. Okay, so... yeah, all you gotta use is one die. I think we just go for it. Oh, that's not great. Both downs, okay, but I'm gonna reroll it. No, I'm not going to use his last reroll for it. We're going to do both down. The ogre doesn't have block. It did stun us. It did not stun... I don't think it stunned the ogre. It did not. So he's totally be able to get up next turn. Assuming that he can. Okay, our ghoul just turned over. That could be good. If he doesn't move his... oh no, he's totally going to score this turn, isn't he? Oh, no. He has 2 turns left. So he's going to try to get out of our... eminent tackle zone with the other ghoul. That makes sense. I was hoping to free up this ghoul here, Jean-Francois, in the hopes that he'd knock him out. But that totally didn't happen. He used a reroll. I mean, why not, right? Okay, so now he's totally going to try to push us off the field. That's going to suck. That's going to suck. Yeah, I think he's absolutely going for that. Timo's going to be able to push us off. Sorry, Lau. Just did not obey the rules of war. Not really rules of war. Art of war. That's what I wanted. The word art. It's sort of like the word rules, except totally not. Okay, and then he's tackling our ghoul just to make sure that he can't do anything. Yeah, that's a good roll. We do have dodge, but then we have to dodge again to get out of there, and that does not seem likely. It's a good push, good direction. Then, yeah, here you block the white into a spot where he can only be moved in one direction, and sure enough, that's what happened. So, yeah, unfortunately, we got kicked off the field. We get stomped a little bit. Not too worried about that. This means he's off the field. Doesn't look like he's got injured, so we're okay there. Just means he's part of the reserves now, right? Yeah, so, okay. Well, wild animal, he refused to get up. That's good, at least. That basically makes him effectively stunned the same as our mummy. So, yay? I guess yay? A little bit of yay. Alright, what do we do here? There's no way I can make that. Impossible, actually. I can mark him. It'd be actually hilarious to mark him. Wouldn't it be hilarious if he went for the touchdown and tripped? That's never going to happen, right? It could happen, though. It's super weird, though. I'm going to try doing some other stuff first. We don't have very much to work with, unfortunately, because most of our guys are out. So I think we just go for these. Yeah, just to push. Might as well go that way. I'm trying to get some armor breaks. He's getting more armor breaks than I am, unfortunately. Push you away. And that's pretty good. Give me an armor break, please. I asked for so few things in life. I mean, it doesn't really matter what happens, whether we stay or go here. Yeah, I can't move you anymore. I could maybe make it to you. That's a bad direction. Why would you go that way? Because then you'd have to dodge. We'd have to dodge a lot of times anyway. Can I go, like, there? And then come down over here? I can do it. It's a hell of a lot of rolls, though. Typically, you don't want to do that many rolls. So the first thing we do is we try to mark the player. And if this doesn't work, then it might be a turnover anyway. I'm going to try to re-roll it. That does mean the last of our re-rolls. So, now he's marked. It'd be hilarious if he can't get away from this, but... Okay, now we're going to try this. Now, this is 3 rolls. It's stupid. I would never recommend anyone do this ever. Because it's dumb. Okay, so we get out of there. And we come down here. and we try to wreck this guy's life. It's not going to work. I can guarantee this is not going to work, but if it does work, it'll be the greatest play ever. Holy shit, we got away. Now the going for it rolls. And now, holy shit. Holy shit, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Follow him. That was an armor break, too. And he's stunned, so he can't score. Maybe. He might be able to take it away here. I mean, I can't do anything else with this guy. I don't know if he's going to be able to pick up the ball. I can't believe this worked. I cannot believe that worked. That was a desperation play. You've heard of Hail Marys when they throw the ball down the field in the hopes of scoring. That was the anti-Hail Mary. That was hoping against hope. We could roll extremely well those 3 times in a row to prevent him from scoring, and it worked. I can't even... I don't have words. I don't have words. The only words I have are that I don't have words. Holy shit, I can't believe that worked. I mean, if I were him, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. Okay, yeah, knock my players around, man. You've done such a good job knocking my players around. And so many armor breaks. Oh, wow. So many armor breaks. And another stun. Big deal. No big deal. It's the last turn. The stun goes away anyway. He's going to try to go for it here. I don't think it's possible. I don't think you can do it. That is so many rolls, but I worked really well in those last rolls. But if he slips up, he does get a reroll. Holy shit, he got it. He got it. Wow. Yeah. Oh, Skaven, yeah. Yeah, that saved you. If that hadn't worked, he would have been pissed. Which would be totally fair. There's no reason why the ghoul should have been able to do that. Just luck, basically, is what it came down to. Unfortunately, the luck seems to be on Sukare's side here. The Bandle City Bruisers are wrecking us. Wrecking us. The number of armor breaks has been insane. Okay, injury still happens. Okay, good. All of our guys woke up. That's fantastic. Okay. Of course, still injured. How about one of his guys? Okay, his guys woke up. Okay. And of course, he has a reserve guys, which will totally join the field here. No reason for them not to. Unfortunately, we are down a mummy. We're down a lot here. So, I think we go like big guy to big guy here. And maybe what we do... We got to keep some guys back, right? So what I think we do is we keep the whites back, same as we did for the other guys. At least keep a couple of whites back. Maybe not even whites. Maybe we'll trade out like one of the skellies. And put the whites like up here. Maybe like a skelly over here. Because the skelly should still be good enough to be able to pull things off. And then we might need the whites up front. The ghouls, I don't think we really need them very far off here. Maybe like in a guard position. So move you guys over here. Maybe this skelly up here, which doesn't really matter. They're probably not going to cage, usually. I would think a zombie would be great now. Do I have any? I don't have anybody in reserve, unfortunately. I am so low on players. I think that's it. I think that's all I can do. Yeah, just keep my skellies back there. And see if that works. I would love to knock out his big guy, but I just don't know if that's going to be possible. We can try it. I'm pretty sure... I don't remember who gets first move. I think he does after the kickoff, right? And our zombies and skellies are basically there to absorb all the hits, and that's what I want them to do. That's why the ghouls are a step back. We kind of need to protect them to make sure, you know, they don't horribly die, but they can totally... They're totally fine in like a one-on-one game. The trouble is, after the scrimmage line, everything just gets so chaotic. But yeah, we can knock down like at least a couple more of his guys. We can try to even up the team sides at least. Okay, let's just go for the middle of the field here. Our kickers are not very good, so it's so hard to tell where this is going to land. Okay, -1 modifier on all passing rolls. Okay. And in the middle is not too much of work. Okay, so he does get to go first. That's what I thought. Okay. So obviously, I mean, he can pick that up with anybody. It seems like he's going to pick that up with Timo here. Timo's got some great SPP. Actually, wasn't it Timo who scored? Maybe not. Seems like you just go for the cages. You go for the initial cage, but then you try to bash down the scrimmage line, right? Seems reasonable. He's definitely got a good scrimmage line going. I'm wondering how we even deal... I'm trying to think of what a replacement would be here, because our mummy, only having one mummy kind of sucks. I would love to have a second one, but I don't think we can afford him yet. So we're in a world of hurt, basically. And the armor breaks are going to be insane here. I mean, they've been insane. And here's another one. Yeah, okay. Wow, yeah, just the armor breaks have been nuts. And a stun. So he's out for next turn, unfortunately. I mean, he's basically making a hole on either side. So he has his choice. Okay. That might just be a pickup. We can do it. I wonder if it was a tactical error to leave both skellies behind, but I wonder if the ghouls would have been better on the front line. Or, sorry, not the ghouls on the front line. The skellies on the front line, the ghouls in the back. That's what I mean to say. Okay, with my mummy surrounded, it seems like the ogre should bash this guy. Yeah, there you go. Oh, but okay, get an attacker down. That's great for us. I was hoping for an injury, but you know what? Let's not be greedy. That's actually the first really bad roll we've seen him do there, so I'm okay with this. He didn't actually get a chance to pick up the ball either. Now, he doesn't need to. He just needs to protect it. So yeah, you bash this guy. Right? You bash him. Yeah. So stand you up. I'm trying to think of who we want to blitz with here. I think the answer is the white. I think we blitz with the white. So we knock you around. If we get an injury, great. If not, well, you know what? Life's full of misunderstandings. I am not going to follow you, though. You being marked by the ghoul is enough entertainment for me. You go ahead and knock him around. That's good. I like it. Push him the only place you can. Absolutely follow. Good armor break. Not anything too spectacular, just a stun, but that's alright. You come in here. That's not a great move. How about you come up? Yeah, you mark this guy so that we get a better roll, I think. There you go. That's good. I'll take it. Yeah, you go back that way. I will follow you. And then we make sure you roll here. So if he's not going to score, and it looks really like he's not going to. I could be wrong, though. I'm at this point... I'm going to move up. It might be dumb, but I'm going to move up. Because he could totally score, but he doesn't need to. All he needs to do is defend that ball. Now, if it ever looks like his defense is collapsing, then he can go ahead and score. But he doesn't absolutely need to. That ball doesn't need to move. So you push over there. You stay exactly where you are, though. Okay, is that all we got? That's all we got. Okay. Not a great turn, but not horrible either. I mean, to really protect the ball, it'd be good to have someone hold it. But he doesn't need to do that either. If he wants to have all his players free to bash around without risking a turnover, you just don't pick up the ball. But he does have that guy in the back that's not doing anything. So, you know, you might as well not do anything with the ball. Okay, blitz the ghoul. Go for it. Not very well protecting the ghoul, unfortunately. So that might be an injury. Oh, but of course he has dodge. I totally forget. The ghoul has dodge. I always forget that. Okay, he's going to pick up. He is, in fact, going to move it down the field. I mean, if you can score and get some SPP, why wouldn't you? Me moving my skellies up might have been a tactical error, but he hasn't marked my skellies yet. And looks like he's caging. Going to try to block our fast movers, which makes sense. Okay, I mean, I'd love it if you accidentally chose Oh, you actually did choose that. And he got an injury, which means our guy... Yeah, he's badly hurt. But our guy got an SPP for doing nothing but being a good player. All right, well, way to go there, Jean. Jean-Francois, sorry. John, you gotta pronounce your full name. Yeah, you know, way to go. You were a stalwart defense, I guess we would call it. You didn't stand up. So, I would love to blitz the hell out of these guys, but we can only do a blitz once. So, can I actually knock you down? No. What I can do... I can maybe, like, blitz... No, I can't really blitz you there, either. Yeah, what I can do is, like, move in here and blitz. If I stand you up, I think that we'll have a better chance. That's going to be bad. So, yeah, just stand up. Will the real Alvaros please stand up? And then we'll knock you around with a blitz. Either direction works. I think from there kind of works. But I actually want to go around this way, I think, and knock you back. Okay. I mean, I guess I could have done... I mean, we both have blocks, so that wouldn't actually have done anything. So yeah, just follow. At the very least, we mark the ball carrier. Then I want to move in... with this skelly, make it a little harder for things to happen. I mean, he could get away from that. That's totally reasonable. So what we're going to do is backup plan, move this guy down the field. Because that could be risky later, is not being able to have anything to help with that. And you're going to move, like, over here and mark this guy. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. It's a little dangerous because you get knocked away, but I think that's worth the risk right now. Okay, so you have 2 die on this guy. I like it. Try to knock down this ogre. Shh, are you kidding me? That's better. That's better. Okay. Yeah, follow. No injury, but I wasn't really expecting it. You coming over here. Actually, yeah. Do we want to do that? This player still needs to be marked. He's only temporarily down. He's not permanently down or anything. How about this? You mark this guy. Okay, that's actually really good. Pound him into the ground if you please. Okay, no muddy blow or anything, but, you know, I'll take what I can get. And so we have this skelly that's free. Ibn al-Haythaya, I think what we do is we bring him over to this side. Now, Skaven are risky, basically. We're going to basically mark this guy twice. Make it difficult for this ball carrier to go anywhere on this side, but he can totally go on the other side. He just needs to make one dodge to be able to make that work. And I think that's what we should expect to see to happen here. Now, if I could tackle the ball carrier, that'd be great. If we somehow get a turnover because of something, I'll be totally happy. But that seems unlikely. The dice seem to be with this coach. We'll see. He's contemplating his actions now. I think you definitely stand up the 2 guys, because they're not going to be any use right now. Standing up the ogre is not a bad idea. If he can't do it, though, that'd be great. If Wild Beast happens trying to stand this guy up, that would help me out a lot. Basically praying to the gods to die right now. Unless, of course, he's stuck on what to do here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, try to shore up that defensive line. That kind of makes sense. And then, it's interesting. Hit me with the... Okay. Block totally worked. It does limit your options, though. Oh, though, that didn't help him. Okay, there we go. That's a better die roll for him. Okay, not going to be able to... Well, maybe we could tackle the ball carrier if he stays right there, but it doesn't seem like it. So he moved up to move that guy back. He could swap sides pretty easy if he wanted to. He still hasn't used his blitz. So he could still do that. He hasn't done it yet. I would have done it against the white because the white seems dangerous, but it looks like he's going to do it with the ogre. Only a push, though. Totally okay by me. He does have a frenzy, which means you get to do it again. Oh, but both down. I mean, why not, right? We get Mighty Blow, so he's stunned, which is actually great for us. So we did get a turnover. Not as early as I wanted it, but we did get it. Can we work this to our advantage? I don't even know, man. Right now, we're in kind of a weird spot. If I blitz with anybody, it's probably going to be the mummy, right? Because then we blitz this guy. We just mark these guys as much as we possibly can. And that'll get us right next to the ball carrier again. I mean, moving our ghoul into position would be great, too. Our skeleton, I think we just keep back there. Okay, how about this? How many die did we get on this? 1 die. I don't like that. 1 die in here, too? We do get 1 die there. Okay, how about this? We stand you up. We're not going to blitz from here. What we can do, though, is knock this guy away with 2 die. It's only a knock, but that's okay. And we follow. Now, can the ghoul get over here? He totally can. It's a going for it roll, though. That is also going for it. I basically just want to mark this player, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Okay. Stand up and go over here. This mummy's going to need all the help he can get to get this to work. Blitz you. That's great. I'll take either one of these, really. Up there. Follow. Nice. Good KO. Okay. Marking this player might not be a bad idea either. You know what? We're going to totally do it with the ghoul. We're going to totally run around this side. It is a going for it, but it's only 1. We do have a reroll. It might work. It gets him out of the danger zone, theoretically. And this guy is really good with these going for it rolls. Okay, so yeah, now is the time of our discontent. Now is the winter of our discontent. Come on, if you're going to quote Shakespeare, do it right. Come on, beast. It's only a shove. Actually, if I could surround him on ghouls on either side, kind of a reverse cage, I'd totally be okay with that. Yep, dodge missed. Okay, so now he's in a spot which he's going to have to resolve. And I'm interested to see how he does it. Probably a tackle with the ball carrier would be my guess. He won't be able to move very far, but that'll at least get him out of the mummy zone. So tackling one of the ghouls is probably not a bad idea. Ghouls are kind of a weird defensive line, or offensive line rather, because they injure so easily. But I think blitzing with one of the guys and then trying to tackle with the ball carrier, I think is the only option he has here. Assuming he's going to try to tackle the ghouls at all. Looks like he's going for a Skelly Man. He might try a passing game. I didn't even consider that until now. I mean, it's possible we could intercept, but with an agility of like 3 average, oh hell. If he's going to go for this, oh, we totally went for the cheesy Skaven game. Oh, that hurts so bad. But yeah, good dodges. Good dodges. Made me overcommit to one strategy, and he totally got out of it. Didn't even need to tackle to get out of it. He could... Hey, really, you going to go for it? I mean, you have a reroll. I suppose why not? Yep, so I overcommitted here. That's gonna cost me for sure. Keep forgetting how agile these Skaven are. I guess agility 4 really counts against agility 2. And yeah, he's going to basically try to set up some kind of cage here. The Skelly by himself is unfortunately not enough of a deterrent. So he could score again here. Just a bunch of misplays on my part. Not enough injuries either to make it really worth the SPP losses. Okay, he's going to try and knock down our white. So I think what we could do here is... Okay, you're going to push me around. If he leaves our white up, we might be able to move the white into a tackle position. I think that could happen. He's going to set up a pretty good dodge, unless, of course, that happens. You got to reroll that, right? So these guys don't have nearly as much agility as normal. Oh, okay, and it still didn't work. So that's actually great for me, because it means we have a chance. We have a chance not to let him score again. And I think we absolutely take that chance. So what we do is we tackle this guy with anybody, really. Could be anybody. Could be the mummy, just because the mummy doesn't have very much movement speed anyway. So yeah, then we get 3 die on this guy, which I'm okay with. Knock him towards the ghoul, but stay exactly where you are, because you need to mark that ogre. Not an injury roll, unfortunately. And then basically we go and have a party. You want to go have a party? I think it's party time. Probably not with a zombie, but it's totally party time with pretty much anybody else. So we go and mark this guy. Go and mark with the other skeletons too. Mark this guy. I suppose I didn't check whether or not the white could make it, so that was my bad, but he totally can. And looks like we still get 2 die on this guy, so I'm okay with this. We want to really have a party. We come down here, but this guy's probably not going to make it that far. No, I think it's fine. We don't need to have that big of a party. This is enough of a party. Of course, that only knocks the ball away. It doesn't give us the ball. Oh, it didn't even knock it away. I'm going to reroll that. That was not great either. That's only attacker down. Okay, push him over. Push him this way. Unfortunately, that doesn't get us the ball. I wanted the ball down. I was really hoping. I said it was a chance. Didn't say it was a guarantee. Okay, what I really want is the ball, though. How do I get the ball? I can't get the ball, ever. The ball is out of my reach. We go for the SPP, I suppose. Oh, that's horrible. We already used the reroll, so we got downed. Well, then he scores again, and he definitely scores this turn because there's a risk we could tackle him. I mean, he'll just dodge away here, but I think... Okay, he could also go down the other end of the field, where I think he's untouchable. He might actually be untouchable there. To be safe, yeah, I absolutely tackled the Skeleton Man, because I've been known to make crazy moves, like try to get a Skeleton Man out of a dodge zone, so you absolutely try to do that. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to get a 0-2 loss here. That's unfortunate. And yeah, you shore up the defenses by bringing another Rat Man over there just to be safe. That's what I would do. I would totally be next to the ball carrier just to be on the safe side, because I'm a crazy man, and I will totally try to do like 6 dodges at once if I have to. I'm wondering now if we should have gone for bribes, because then we'd be able to go for injuries on the ogre. Just as like pure vindictiveness for no real good reason. Just go for the injuries. It is pure vindictiveness. No, there's no real reason to use it. The Skavens are, especially the Storm Vermin and the Gutter Runners, both actually have just, I mean, all the Skaven really have just an amazing amount of agility. I mean, we only have 2, so, you know, I mean, the ghouls have 3. So basically, we're looking at a bunch of ghouls on the field if you want to do that kind of weird comparison. He's still well down him also. He's still down. That's good. Unfortunately, I don't think we can get to him this turn, like, at all. I can come down the field, like, down here, and maybe be able to pick him off next turn, maybe? Kind of force him, possibly? So many maybes and possiblies in that sentence. I'm not really thrilled with the idea there. No, I think he just scores. I think we just have to take whatever we can get here. And unfortunately, none of his players are marked. Which means we have to blitz. And that's the only injury we're going to be able to get, too. So choose your target wisely. With a zombie would be funny, but this guy he's already leveled up. So Avaros is already level 2, thank goodness. We can move this guy over maybe, like here. Kind of mark 2 players. It doesn't really matter with their dodge stats, but, you know, it makes me feel better. And then I guess that makes it so we can possibly tackle one of these guys. Basically, they just knocked us all away, though. So we can move you. Tell you what, we're going to move you down over here. Do you want to tackle with this guy? No, because it's only 1 die. The mummy's totally just going to keep an eye on that rat ogre. Make sure he doesn't move anywhere. The white, sure, you know what? Let's tackle this guy. If we manage to get... There we go, that's what I want there. If we manage to get an injury, great. If we don't, you know what? That's fine too. It's only a push. Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to reroll it. Just push him away and follow. And then we're going to just start marking players. So I'm going to mark this guy. I mean, it really seems like he's just setting up a cage, so I think what we try to do is just stop him from setting up a full cage, so maybe the ghoul can tackle the ball carrier. That is one of his, not one of mine. I mean, I could mark this guy over here. The rat ogre's not going anywhere this turn, but he might next turn. Now, I think we just let that rat ogre be free. Be free, rat ogre, be free. We've totally already moved this guy. I think that's it. We could move the mummy, but like move him over here. Does it really matter? Don't think it really matters. Sure, come on over here. That way, at least we can say you moved and we're on our side of the line. Not that it really matters what side of the line you're on, just, you know. Okay, so if I were him, I would score, if only because the ghoul would kind of scare me in the hands of a crazy coach. And I am definitely a crazy coach. Because I will totally try to tackle him this next turn. So either you tackle my ghoul, which is probably not a bad idea either. He's all alone. Why wouldn't you? But then you have to find a player to free up for it. What? That's pretty easy when you can move around as easily as a Skaven can, right? Yeah, because that dodge is going to be no problem, and that's basically against all of these guys. Maybe the whites will be able to better counter that, but it seems unlikely. So I think he's going for injury solar here. I did leave him free, that's true. My white over there is also free. But I just stood him up, really, that's all I did. So, okay, there's our blitz. So he's not going to blitz the ghoul. Interesting. That was not the greatest roll ever, from his perspective. For me, it was totally fine. I would totally score with him, but it looks like he's going to move down the other side of the field. We could tackle him with the... Oh, no, he's totally going to score. Okay. So there it goes. I think we just congratulate him right here. Because there's probably... I mean, there's no way we even it up. And, I mean, maybe I score. But he's been a pretty solid coach this time. I can't even be mad. Okay, well, yeah, there's no way those guys are going to recover. Okay, he's still got 2 injured guys who haven't recovered, but looks like his KO guys gets up. Okay. Well, I think we just go for the SPP. We try to bash as much as possible. I mean, theoretically... Okay, interesting defense for his big guy there. Where do I want my big guy? I mean, what am I going to do? Can I, in fact, score in 3 turns? Theoretically, yes. And what we can do for that is basically pre-set up our cage. So we do that like on this side, which is super obvious. It's incredibly obvious. We set up a cage over there, which is nuts. The zombies are probably okay where they are. Put the ghoul off sides, maybe sweat places with that. Yeah, that might be okay. Now that's pretty nuts, and actually even up there, just so we know where we're at. We already got 2 guys on that side, so we'll make sure 2 guys are blocking him. Got 2 on him, 2 on him, 2 on him. Okay. And then the cage is pre-set up. Not that the cage is going to matter if we're actually going for a 3-turn touchdown, but, you know, going to try to get some SPP. Basically by bashing a lot. Oh, the Rat Ogre actually kicked it. Interesting. We can move 1 adjacent square. Okay. Doesn't actually help us too much because it almost got down to the end zone there. Everybody else, I mean, as long as it's not occupied, I think everybody else is totally fine where we are, so I think we just confirm setup. Okay, so there it lands. I don't even think the ghoul can do this, but I'm going to try it anyway. So you come down here, and then we go up that side. And that's not even... Are you shitting me right now? Pick up the frickin' ball. Sometimes. Okay, so you're set. We move you down here. And basically we just put you in a protective line here. Not as good as a cage, but when they're able to dodge as well as they can, all we're doing really is protecting against the tackle. Alright. You can bash with any one of these guys, it doesn't really matter which. Go ahead and bash with this guy. It's only a push, huh? Alright, we might as well follow it. Okay. 2 die, I like it. It's only another push. We don't have block. Alright, so then you get pushed. Or no, actually it isn't a push. It's totally a tackle. Okay. Good. Someone finally can actually do their job. Thank you, Avaros. This is why you're getting your promotion. Alright. Then... kind of want to charge him. Don't think we can actually do that, though. And we could at least get up in his face a little bit. How about this? We'll come in over here. Get you over this way. Kind of dangerous, but I think that's fine. And I think beat you up, maybe? Yeah, let's beat you up. That was not a great beat-up move. Fine, we'll push him that way. But we'll stay exactly where we are. Anybody else want to move? We do not have anybody else. The chances of getting a touchdown in 2 turns is really unlikely. The the ghoul does have dodge, what I meant to say there. So maybe we could do something with that, but I don't know. Okay, that might be the blitz. He's decided against it. I don't know why. There you go. Maybe just glitched out there. Okay. Yeah, he's getting better rolls than I am, for sure. We both have 1 reroll. Not a stun, so we can just get up again. I'm okay with that. And surround that player, huh? Okay. Basically just trying to get around our defenses a little bit so they can get the ball carrier. And from a side that he's theoretically most weakest against. So that totally makes sense. This guy he has no SPP on him. Okay, just checking. Unfortunately, in these last 2 games, we have not been rolling all that well. I mean, we rolled fantastically for that 1 tackle for this in this game. So that's, you know, brilliant, and I love it, but unfortunately, you know, we can't depend on that. Really, 50% for wild animal, huh? And there it goes. Alright, we might just be able to ignore the ogre. So I'm wondering if what we go for here is a passing game. Now, undead are not good at passing game, but we can kind of hedge our bets a little bit if we try to stack the deck. And what I mean by that is we basically put like 3 undead in like a triangle and then pass to one of the undead. And then we have a chance at least of that ball landing either next to or among the players that we have left. I think it's worth a shot. It's a little crazy. It's definitely crazy. It's not just a little crazy. It's totally crazy. But I think that might only be our only chance here. So what I'm talking about then would be what here? So we got to move the white. So we move the white here by moving this guy out. It's only a push, but I'm okay with that. Push him that way. And I think you stay exactly where you are. Unfortunately, it doesn't free up the white at all. So that might have been a bad move. What line do we want? We want the line like right here, I think. We want to push one. We want to put one guy right here. So to do that, what do we need? What do we need? We need magic is what we need. Do we have any magic? Anybody? Anybody magic? No magic, huh? Alright. Well, instead of magic, which, to be honest, probably wasn't going to happen anyway, we could put someone right here. Alright, do that. Go over there. Kind of shores you up. I want to make sure we don't have any interceptions, so push you away. Or, you know, knock him down. That also works. Sure, follow him. Good armor break. I see that when it happens. Only a stun, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, so we're going to do something crazy. So in preparation for that, we've got to make sure we're in the right spot. So coming over here, do we want to blitz this guy? Yeah, I think we do. So stand up. Because as soon as we do that, the passing game is going to result in a turnover. Then it's a matter of, can we get it to the ghoul and have him go down the field? It seems unlikely. It seems super unlikely with where the ghoul is right now. What we can do, though, is have this ghoul like over here and just pass it over. It could happen. Can I knock you down? I can. So you go that way. And you stay exactly where you are. Good armor break. Oh, he's dead! Please tell me I get to resurrect him. Do I get a chance? Do I get a chance? Yes! We got a free player. I mean, it's only a zombie, but still, free player. Okay. I like it when that happens. That's great. That's one of the reasons why I play Undead. It's because I love it when that happens. Okay, so we're going to move this guy. It's a going for it roll. I don't understand why we're waiting for server. Well, I get more time to think, I guess. So what I'm going to do, which is nuts, is I'm going to move this guy up here and pass. We're having so many connection issues. And pass it, basically. Now, the zombie's bad at catching, so that only has like a 50% chance of working. I could move here and pass it to this guy, but the trouble with that is that he has never good agility either. His agility is the same as a zombie. Could pass it to this guy, but then he risks getting tackled. Whereas a pass from farther away, like up to this white, maybe... I don't know. I don't think we have much of a chance. The hell? Okay, there we go. Don't know why it redid that. At least it ended up the same way. That was weird. But I guess the server had to make sure that he did actually roll into a undead guy. I don't know. We don't really have much of a chance here, so what I'm going to do is just come up here. Come up here and pass it to the zombie. Who then next turn is going to pass it to the ghoul, and then we try to move it down the field, but it's only a 50% catch. It worked. And then we shore up our defenses here. Now, we're still not going to be able to... I don't think we're going to be able to score. I don't think there's a possibility there. So, just move there. Stay exactly where you are. Just move him aside. Or, you know, do an armor break, knock him out. Totally works out. Stun him. That works too. Okay, so we got the ball. And it's fairly well protected. We can't do anything with it, but we got the ball. I think passing game might work if we can get a ghoul down the field, but that would have been last turn. There's no way we can do it this turn. This turn, all we can do is injure as many people as we can. Yeah, this actually turned out to be a pretty poor performance on my part. Could be so much better. He's wondering what to do here. I mean, you got to basically injure as many players as possible, but the only player we're next to is on this side with Diogenes and Lulu here. Everyone else is at least one away, which means you have to blitz or mark and see what you can do. Now, the ghoul is really what we wanted to do to pass that off. I suppose I should have gone that way. That would have worked too. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. There's no way that ghoul was going all the way down the field. If I had one more turn, maybe. That's only a push. So we actually really lucked out. But again, he gets Frenzy, and that'll knock us down. With an armor whip. Zombies are meant to get squished, though. So actually, that was a great protection of our ghoul. He might even be able to pick it up. I don't know if they can make that. Maybe? Doing a 3-0 game against me would be, like, super embarrassing for me. But that'd be quite the feather in your cap if you could do it. Okay, he totally made the dodge. He totally got the pickup. If he can pass it, yeah, there you go. Throw it to him. Good catch. And he could actually score. There you go. He totally scored. Wow. Wow, that's super impressive. Nicely done. Wow, I got creamed this game. Totally creamed. Some good plays by this coach. Because I didn't knock out the rat ogre. Do I actually get a turn? I don't think. I mean, we did kill and injure 3 of his guys, so that's decent. So I guess in this last turn, which is just me, we can just bunch up on his guys and basically wail on them. He's protecting his ogre, which makes total sense. He's protecting all his guys. Yep. Okay, yeah, well, we can't do much here, so we're gonna basically just move up on here, I guess, and move the zombie up here. I mean, all we can do is bash these 3 guys because he's protecting everybody else, which makes total sense. I mean, now is totally time for the vengeance play, and that's what we're going to do. There's no reason to move our ghoul anywhere except further back. So you guys just stay in the back because we always protect our ghouls. That's what we learned last game. He's going to kick off, but really the chances of getting a 1 turn... I mean, that'd be hilarious if this actually worked, but no, there's no way we're getting a 1-turn touchdown. It's just not happening, which is also another reason to keep all your guys in the back. So what we can do is do something really silly, and we're going to do a throw. We're going to do a throw to this group right here. This guy is actually in our way, so we're going to move him out of the way. Okay, we haven't got an armor break there. I wasn't expecting that. Only a stun, though. Alright. Who else do we need to bash out of the way? Need to is a strong word. We could do the throw to the mummy group. That's tempting. Not nearly as likely, though, but we could do it. It's only a push. No big deal. The mummy group is bigger. We theoretically have a higher chance if that works. Okay, go ahead and pick it up. Good. Now throw it. It's a long pass. If the mummy fumbles it, the zombie or the skeleton or the white have a chance that it goes in their direction and then they pick it up. It's unlikely the mummy's going to catch it, though. Holy shit, the mummy caught it. So we got free SPP on this guy. I cannot believe the mummy caught it. I don't think he can believe it either. I can't actually see what he's saying. What did he say? What? I know, I'm surprised too. That's actually amazing. I didn't expect that to happen. Just wanted to see if he could do it. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much all we can do, unfortunately. We're out of turns. We're out of spaces to do. We're totally out of things to do. But we got the SPP on the ghoul for doing that beautiful pass. So, decent game. Alright, that was silly. We totally got thrashed. We got totally thrashed. Home field advantage only counts for so much, especially against such an agile team. I was well played from that coach. I can't be too mad. We got 30k, which is not enough to buy a new mummy, unfortunately. Okay, yeah. I mean, sure. Let's go ahead and pick up an extra zombie. That'll at least give us 11 players. Not a big guy, but... Oh, wait. Does that actually cost? No. Price is 0. Price is 0. Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll totally grab Poppy from the other team. We can't rename him, but we at least use him as a trophy, essentially. Okay, we got Anaxagoras as our MVP. Teemo totally deserves that MVP slot. Totally deserves it. Yeah, it was totally fine. It was a good game. It'll, of course, be validated by the league owner later. So he totally got some level ups. Let's see who he leveled up. Got a couple of guys, I think. Oh, no, just Teemo. Just Teemo for being an MVP. But he also got some SVP on a couple other guys here. On Velgar, who's already level 2. On the Rat Ogre for doing some solid armor breaks, for sure. Yeah, well done. Well done. Okay, so what did we get? I think we just got the 1 level up. What's our team roster look like now? Yeah, so we have Avaros, who's going to level up. I don't know what to pick on him, but we'll find out. Let's go ahead and level him up. Roll the die. Let's do it. That is an actual horrible roll. So all we get is a general skill. Getting block on him is not about it. Sure hands is ridiculous. There's no way. Pro is also pretty bad. Block, I'm kind of tempted by. Kickoff return seems silly. Yeah, that seems dumb. Frenzy? Frenzy on a zombie makes thematic sense. And basically, zombies are linemen. Now, you can get knocked... Or you can push your way out of position really fast with Frenzy. And that's definitely a worry. And in that case, block might be better. But... I think... Yeah, I think Frenzy might be good here. I mean, I'm also a crazy coach. Use the skill if he attempts to block an opponent stronger than himself. Roll a d6 to add his strength. If the total is equal or lower than the opponent's strength, use the player's normal strength. Total is greater, strength is equal to the opponent until he makes the block. Which basically gives you an extra die, essentially. Shadowing I don't like. Dirty player's okay, but you really need to be able to bribe, and we have not shown any example of that. Doing pro could work. Basically, he uses his own minor reroll. Sometimes. Occasionally. Once per turn, it looks like. Even if you're prone or stunned. Yeah. So... yeah, the result may not be rerolled with a skill or a team reroll. So... it's kind of good. Sure Hands is dumb, though. Not on a zombie. On a ghoul, sure. Ghoul with Sure Hands, no problem. Kickoff return, we already kind of decided no. I mean, I would love defensive, but that's a strength move. And this guy just doesn't have enough. Just didn't roll well enough. So I'm going to actually go Frenzy. Just because it seems thematic on a ghoul. And on a linesman, I think it totally works. I'm tempted by pro. I'm tempted by block. Block on him would actually throw some people off, wouldn't it? Block's what actually makes the whites so dangerous. Or one of the things that makes them so dangerous. Yeah, you know what? Let's go block on the zombie, because that might have actually saved us a couple of times. So yeah, let's go block. We'll do Frenzy next time if he manages to level up again. Assuming he doesn't die horribly, which he might. Nobody else leveled up. Anybody else close? Hypatia got some good blows in. Anarchimina got some good blows in. Of course, Jean-Laurent de Lambert managed to do that great pass. Jean-Francois Champillo got a good injury just by, standing still, basically. And of course, Ibn al-Haytham got a good injury too. Actually, he might be the one who killed somebody. Okay, so if I wanted to buy a new mummy, what would it cost me? 120k. Holy moly. Okay, so we're going to have to just live with one big guy for now and try to make it up with multiple zombies, I guess. We could try buying another player. I think these guys, no, these guys are 40k. So yeah, there's no way. It's possible with inducement, we might be able to do it, but again, seems unlikely. Our team value, unfortunately, is a 930, and that looks like it's where we're going to stay. So, crippling defeat for sure. Crippling for sure, because it got rid of our mummy. And that really hurts. Do we at least get to mourn her? Is there a place we can look at our history here and maybe see when she died? I mean, we know she died in here, but do we have a stat for that? I don't think we do. Club actually doesn't matter at all. We could buy an upgrade, but I think that costs like 100,000. There's no way it's going to happen. Do we get a former team? I mean, not even listed anymore. They're just straight up dead. Okay, well, it doesn't look like we get to mourn, so that's too bad. But okay, thank you guys for watching. This has been the Endzone Edifiers in Blood Bowl 2. And, of course, the Twitch Blood Bowl League. Thank you guys for watching. I'm PC Universe, you're PC Universe 2, and I'll see you guys next time.